Hello and welcome to Social Media Weekly, episode 5th November 2019. Social Media Weekly is brought to you by Peddlers Marketing, the digital marketing agency that helps small businesses go digital. My name is Sean.
And I'm JK.
This week, Facebook launches healthcare tools. While Twitter bans all political ads, Facebook refuses to commit. Facebook releases new branding logo. Despite controversies, Facebook user count still is growing. Facebook changes name of some ad metrics and removes one of them. And LinkedIn announces 660 million new members. And also, Facebook wanted to buy Fitbit. I wonder what is it for? A lot of Facebook this week, eh?
Yep.
Right. So back to the stories. Facebook launches healthcare tools. The company has been working on for this actually for over a year and a half now, and is finally rolling out to the US market. The name is called Preventive Health, and it's a feature that prompts users to get standard health tests based on the person's age. They work with American Society, American College of Cardiology, the American Heart Association, and the Center for Disease and Control and Prevention. It's how it works is it is just like a simple reminder to undergo a series of tests. Like for example, hey, Sean, you're let's say 36 years old. These are the few things that you need to go to because based on the findings from these associations, people of your age will have a higher risk of, let's say, cancer or heart diseases. And maybe they go to the extent of scanning all the food that you post on Instagram and Facebook.
And making sure that you're not
You eat a lot of
risk,
McDonald's and A&W. And
so your risk is at 5% higher.
yeah. So please go for the test. And what it also does is it also suggests to you the nearest available practitioners, doctors, hospitals, clinics
Okay.
that do all these tests.
All right.
And once you do the test, it does not actually obtain the information from the doctors, but it actually encourages you to keep track of it in a calendar to say, okay, you've done the test, and when is your next test?
I see. It's like schedule your calendar. So
Kind of like a schedule service, yeah.
All right. Now I kind of know why they want to get Fitbit. It's to get the health data of the user.
Yes.
So therefore, they can launch this healthcare tool with a more accurate data.
Yes.
But Fitbit has been quite credential.
Yeah.
On terms of all those the data accuracy and the users,
And-
which we're gonna go into it later.
Yeah. We will talk about it later, but that's a good connection there. And also Fitbit is able to do a lot of tracking, like heart rate tracking,
correct.
how many steps you take, what kind of sports you do. So they can actually put everything in together and create an ecosystem.
Correct.
But it is a scary thing. Like let's say, for example, Facebook says that they are not sharing this data with third party, including insurance.
Okay.
So let's say, for example, if an insurance company has access to this data, they can actually tweak the premium based on the information they get from Facebook.
Correct.
Which is not good for
your end users.
for end users.
Well, it's a business side of point of view. So.
Mhm.
All right. Next up. Wow. While Twitter bans all political ads, Facebook refuses to commit. Last week, Twitter's CEO Jack Dorsey announced that his company will completely ban political ads on its platform. This put pressure on Facebook to do the same, but Zuckerberg said they will not follow suit. Zuck's explanation is that political ads amount to less than 0.5% of their total ad revenue. At 66 billion in year ending Q3 2019, 0.5% was around 330 million. Zuck's announcement went on to explain why their plans aren't driven solely by profits, but allowing freedom of speech on its platform. He went on to pull Google into the picture, who also failed to ban all political ads. But he conveniently omitted other social platforms like LinkedIn, Pinterest, and TikTok, who have banned political ads.
So what are your thoughts on social media and political ads? Based on history, right? Political ads have been the key to driving, not the key, but it played a very big role in the
Influencing
how
the voting
who vote
rolls.
who, and a lot of people say that Trump was voted into office because of a lot of political ads
Yep.
that were actually run by Russians of all people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, because they are preparing for 2020 and the government is actually and also the public is actually pressuring social media companies to ban all political ads so that political ads cannot be the type where the more money you have, the more leverage you have kind of
Yep,
thing.
correct.
Twitter has done it. They have banned all political ads. LinkedIn, Pinterest, and TikTok have also done it. Now eyes are all on Facebook because Facebook was the main contributor for Trump's election in 2016. And now Zuckerberg says that they have no intention to ban. They also go on to say that, it's not all about profits because they're only making like 0.5% of the total ad revenue. And that's a lot of money, 330
Yeah,
million.
still correct.
It's still a lot of money.
Yeah, 60 billion. I can do a lot with 60 billion, man.
I know, right? So
In the year ending some more.
yeah, exactly. So he also went on to say that it's also about allowing freedom of speech on his platform, which I don't know if it's a good explanation because freedom of speech can still be there as long as they don't advertise. I don't think it's
correct.
a problem.
It's just advertising. Advertising is a form of amplification. That's all.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
form of amplification.
Instead of freedom of speech, I can speak to one person. Advertising can help me reach to like 10,000 people based on whatever money I can pour in.
Yeah.
So
let's say one political candidate with access to, let's say, $1 million, $1 million, and another political candidate with access to $10,000.
Yeah.
So with political advertising, the $1 million one has so much more leverage than the $10,000 one.
Correct. In terms of advantage and stuff.
Yeah. So that's actually what they're talking about, and that's what Twitter is working on. And I personally don't think that Facebook's explanation is valid when it comes to this.
It's just a way to turn around things. So yeah.
They're just in it for the profit.
Yeah. Right. Next up,
Facebook releases new branding logo. It's essentially, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's essentially a capitalized Facebook word with colors that match the blue for Facebook, gradient purple for Instagram, and green for WhatsApp. The aim is actually to remind everyone that Facebook is the overarching company that owns all these smaller ones. The new logos will be implemented on all apps and websites in the coming weeks.
Can't wait to see it, but I don't think I've seen it before.
Yeah. So what's the difference now is that you know how the original Facebook logo, it's all small letters, Facebook blue color.
Okay, yeah.
Right? With then they have a logo of an F.
Yeah.
Right? So what they're doing now is they're changing it to capital letter. It's no longer as bold as the small letter they had last time. And they have one version which is blue color, which is the same blue as Facebook. So that will be used on all Facebook's apps. Then there is another one which is green, the same font, same size, everything, but it's green color, the same green as WhatsApp.
All right.
So what they will do is they will be using it as like a sub logo, as in WhatsApp by Facebook.
Okay.
So that Facebook that is on WhatsApp is green color. And similarly on Instagram, it will be Instagram by Facebook. The Facebook on Instagram will be the Instagram's color.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, pretty interesting. I think it's just another marketing things that people want to remind people like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram is under Facebook kind of thing.
Yeah. And as Facebook acquires more company like Oculus and that, then or let's say if another wearable company comes into Facebook's subsidiary, we will carry the same color as that smaller company, but the same font and it's powered by Facebook.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Well, good job, marketing team in Facebook. You did well. All right, next up, talking about marketing. Let's market Chop Tiang B ads.
This episode of Social Media Weekly is brought to you by Chop Tiang B Cafe at the heart of Malacca, Malaysia. Chop Tiang B serves authentic Nyonya and fusion cuisine and is located at Jonker Street, just 5 minutes walk from the famous Red Square and A Formosa in Malacca City. Their most iconic dishes include the curry laksa and nasi lemak. Also equally impressive are their range of homemade cakes like the carrot cake, which uses pineapples instead of raisins, and the onde onde cheesecake, which is a must try.
Setups.
Yeah, it's quite brilliant. I have been to Chop Tiang B a few times and I find their food very interesting. It's kind of like the food you usually get outside, the Nyonya cuisine you get outside, but it's more up class because they use better ingredients.
Yep, correct.
It's they, of course, it's a little bit more premium, but in exchange you get a lot more premium.
Yeah, quality
premium
price.
ingredients, yeah.
Pay for the
It's more
price.
quality, and if you check out the restaurant, the interior of the restaurant is quite beautiful. They have a lot of nice, very classic design. That
Fusion.
that really works. It's a very very cozy place to hang out.
Which is good. So if you're heading to Chop Kiang B, be sure to get 10% off your entire receipt with promo code CTB10. That's promo code CTB10.
And while you're there, tell them that you heard us at Social
Virtual
Media Weekly.
Peddlers.
Yeah.
Don't forget us. Alright, next up. Despite controversies, Facebook user count still growing. Nothing stopping them from getting more users, not even the worst privacy scandals. Facebook Q3 2019 report shows that daily active users grew by 108% year over year and 102% quarter over quarter. They now have 1.6 billion users logging onto platform every day. Most of the growth is coming from the rest of the world, followed by Asia Pacific, then EU and USA and Canada.
So
This statistic true or not?
Yes, it is. Well, it's by Facebook, so we don't know.
Yeah, and right, based on the video statistic.
So it's Facebook showing statistics on themselves. They're announcing that their Q3 is steadily growing. It's not a huge bump. There's no exponential growth, but
It's still growing.
it is still growing. When you talk about year on year of 108%, that's actually just 8% growth, right? And then quarter to quarter is only 2%. So compared to the years before when the growth was a lot more exponential, this is it's a crawling up, like really crawling up.
Matured kind of phase.
Yeah. But what is financial experts concerned about is the fact that even with all these privacy scandals that have been hitting Facebook, month after month after month after month, they are still growing. There is no sign of slowing down. There's no sign of stopping.
Which means the world needs Facebook. So
Yeah.
the market demand wants Facebook.
Yes, the market demand wants Facebook, and regardless of what most people say about privacy as an issue, I think majority of people, they are ready to let go of some degree of privacy in exchange for convenience.
Yep, correct.
Yeah.
It's true. So congratulations, Facebook.
And also one more thing to note is that most of the growth came from the rest of the world, followed by Asia Pacific. So it's a kind of growth where we are talking about
Global growth.
untapped markets, like the bottom billion, the people who previously had no access to mobile devices, or internet connection. Now they have access to it, and they are slowly growing from there.
True. All right. Well done, Facebook.
Well done, Facebook. Next up, Facebook changes name of some ad metrics and removes one crucial metric. All the metric names that have the word views, all the video metrics that have the word views, has been replaced with plays. Example would be 3-second video views is now called 3-second video plays. So Facebook assures that the way it's calculated, all these metrics are calculated, will still be the same, which means that the only thing that has changed is just the word from views to plays.
Okay.
Right? Everything else, the algorithm remains the same. But they have actually removed the 10-second video views metrics, which includes 10-second video views, cost per 10-second video views, and unique 10-second video views. Why they're doing this is that in July this year, Facebook tested a new metrics called through play, which is the number of times a video is played to completion or for at least 15 seconds, right? So the video through play means it's calculated when a video is completed or it runs at least 15 seconds. Due to its effectiveness, Facebook has decided to replace the 10-second metrics with through plays.
Okay, got it.
So right now, when we look at the metrics, we will not be able to see 10-second videos. We will see through plays. And through plays means
10 seconds.
someone actually complete the entire video or they went at least 15 seconds.
Okay, got it.
So which means that in Facebook's definition, as long as you hit 15 seconds, that's considered enough to reach the entire video. So
yes,
if a person gets through 15 seconds, they will go through the entire video. That is what Facebook is defining through play as.
Which means putting quality kind of metrics into it.
Yeah.
Instead of orders.
So the first hurdle when creating a video is the first 3 seconds, right? If it drops, then
bye bye.
Yeah, the highest drop happens there. So previously the second drop would be 10 seconds, and then the third one will be completion. But right now, Facebook says that as long as they get past 15 seconds, chances are very high that they will complete the entire video.
All right. Okay. True also. Good. At least the ads is like, properly filtered.
Yeah.
Quality.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, LinkedIn announces 660 million members. The company has seen significant increase in usage since it was acquired by Microsoft in 2016. Growing by more than 50%, revenue and engagement have also improved. At this time, the company outlined its guideline principles to ensure the platform stays healthy. They are called the members' first value that lets users control their data, keeps the platform safe and professional, giving equal opportunities to all, and respecting the laws.
I think LinkedIn is doing very well for themselves.
Yeah.
Their growth is not exponential and huge and
Steady.
exploding, but it's steady. It has a very high rate of engagement, and they're actually making good money as well from every single thing. They're introducing good services.
Agree? Especially from Malaysia.
Yeah, especially from, and you see, the thing is, right, to be honest, when you look at LinkedIn, you can see that it's not difficult to build a strong Facebook competitor. All you have to do is do exactly what LinkedIn is doing, but for everyone else, not just professionals, everyone else.
Correct. Yeah. So yeah, it's something to consider for all those new social media platforms.
If you are building a social media platform, yeah, that's a tip for you.
Look out LinkedIn.
Right, next up. Facebook wanted to buy Fitbit.
Last
week, Google reached a deal to acquire Fitbit for $2.1 billion, giving the search giant, getting the search giant into position to wearable hardware. But it was also revealed that Facebook made a similar bid to Fitbit before it was sold to Google. Because the bid was significantly lower than Google, it fell through. But this proves that Fitbit is also interested to move into the wearable hardware market. And also, like what you said, right? The fact that they want to get information on health.
Yep, Facebook itself.
Yeah.
So
there is a chance that Fitbit is out scouting for another wearable company to acquire.
Hop on to it.
Yeah. So this proves two things. Number one is that Google has been trying to build their Pixel Watch for the longest time, which has been postponed year after year. So I think after buying Fitbit, we are quite sure the Pixel Watch is coming out. So this is a little bit of a tech news, which outside of social media. And on the social media front, Facebook is interested in going into hardware, wearable hardware, and they are also interested into improving the health reporting app, the service that they have on Facebook.
Correct, as well as the data.
Yeah, with all the data that they have as well.
Yeah, true. So be sure to watch out on Fitbit's stock. Yeah, it is gonna grow.
But to be honest, if Facebook comes up with a watch, I don't know whether you're gonna buy it. I know I'm not gonna buy it.
A bit scared lah.
Yeah.
Google okay.
Yeah,
but
Google,
not Facebook.
Yeah, Google is fine because they obtain information from you, but they don't misuse it the way that Facebook is doing. Facebook is just blatantly
sneaky.
Yeah, selling it to everybody. No.
All right.
Right, so that's all for Social Media Weekly this week. Social Media Weekly podcast available on Anchor FM, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more. Our full videos are available on YouTube. We post bits and clips on Instagram and Facebook. This is Social Media Weekly episode 5th November 2019. My name is Sean.
And I'm JK.
Au revoir.
Sayonara.